The Canadian Taxpayers Federation is calling for the Alberta government to continue to pause the provincial fuel tax, which is expected to return next month. Not all 13 cents per litre are returning, however, but 9 cents are. And according to government officials, only for the first few months of 2024, then we can expect to pay the full 13 cents per litre. Chris Sims is the Alberta director of the CTF, and she joins us now here in Lethbridge. Chris, that 9 cent per litre hit will be difficult for so many families come January 1st, which are already struggling with the rising cost of living.
Exactly. Last thing we were expecting to hear from the Alberta government is Happy New Year. Here's a tax hike for pretty much everything. Because, of course, many of us drive, and so we're going to be paying more at the pumps for our gasoline for our vehicles. But all of us eat and use things. And we know that the truckers that deliver all of our supplies, well, their big rigs run on diesel. So this, unfortunately, is going to increase the cost of pretty much everything in Alberta.
Now, Finance Minister Nate Horner says the province may reevaluate a cut for the provincial gas tax again, as long as West Texas Intermediate oil remains at or above $80 per barrel per quarter. Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew said he would suspend their provincial fuel tax. So, Chris, why can't Alberta continue down that same road?
Alberta should continue to suspend the fuel tax fully. And further, Alberta can afford it. It feels like the Twilight Zone sometimes that on the same day, January 1st, the government led by Alberta Premier Danielle Smith is going to increase your fuel taxes, but the NDP Premier in Manitoba is going to cut them completely. Little bit strange to be saying that. You know what I think has happened here is that I believe that the downtown Edmonton bureaucrats within the finance department for the province have gotten to the premier and they've convinced the finance minister, Nate Horner, that they need to raise taxes, but they don't. The province of Alberta can afford to extend this fuel tax for at least another 6 months. I'll tell you why. The province has a $5.5 billion surplus right now. Even if they put 50% of that down on the debt, which they say they're going to, which is good, they could still extend this pause for another 6 months and still have more than $2 billion left over in surplus. The books are fine. They can afford it. We don't know why they're hiking this tax.
Thanks so much for your time today, Chris. That was Chris Sims, Alberta Director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, joining us from Lethbridge.